What's going on YouTube? It's your guy Darian. I go by the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. On my channel, I focus on how you can look your best and smell your best each and every day. So I talk about fragrances, I talk about style tips a little bit, things of that nature. So if you want to hear about that kind of content, I invite you to go ahead and click subscribe. And while you're at it, go and click on that bell icon as well. That way you get notified every time I release a new video. So guys, on today I'm going to be talking about the newest release from the house of Bentley. Yes, the luxury car maker Bentley. They had a smash hit a couple years ago with Bentley Intense for Men. And I'm going to be giving you guys the skinny, kind of my initial impressions on their newest release, which is called Bentley SILVERLAKE. So if you guys want to hear about this new fragrance release, you know how we get down. Keep it locked right here. All right, guys, I'm back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. Let's go ahead and jump into the review. As always, I'm enjoying a cup of coffee with my favorite coffee mug. And I'm got some candles going, got my whole vibe going. So I'm about to enjoy telling you guys about Bentley for Men SILVERLAKE. Let's get into it. All right, guys. So as I said, the house of Bentley experienced great success with this one right here. You guys know it. This is Bentley for Men Intense, a nice ambery, kind of buttery smooth, masculine fragrance for men. A lot of people enjoyed this fragrance because one of the number one things was the quality of the juice for what you get for the price. Now, this one, of course, is one when it really gained its popularity. You can find it on the discounted sites for between that $30 to $40 price point. So people were really ranting and raving about the quality of the juice for the price. So now fast forward, we have released recently here by Bentley. This is SILVERLAKE. This is an EDP concentration. This is what the box looks like. Okay, let's go ahead and take it out of the box. I don't like to spend too much time on the box, guys, because most of us do nothing with the box. Of course, can't wear the box. And just like the Bentley for Men Intense, same type of presentation, although this time we have a frosted bottle. It looks like a frosted light blue color on the bottle, which is very reminiscent to what's inside the bottle as well. So this fragrance, of course, if you want to compare it to the other bottle, it's the exact same bottle presentation except for the color is different. I mean, everything about it is exactly the same as far as the overall aesthetics of the bottle. Same symbol on the front, same thing on the cap, the whole thing. So very similar presentation. So if you have this one, this is the same thing, just in a frosted blue glass. So as far as what this fragrance smells like, I'll go and spray it on a test strip here for you guys. All right, so love the fragrance, okay? It's a nice one to wear in the warmer months of the year. So primarily you're going to be looking at summer and spring to wear this scent. I will tell you right now, when I first sprayed it, it reminded me of something. Well, actually two fragrances. It reminds me a lot of this one right here, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau Intense. I was a huge fan of the original Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. I'm even more of a fan of the Intense. They increased the performance of that one when they made the Intense version. But this fragrance reminds me a lot of that fragrance. And it also reminds me a little bit of Acqua di Gio Profondo. Not the Profumo, not the original, but Profondo. Now, I have heard some folks say that this fragrance does remind them of the Acqua di Gio Essenza. Unfortunately, I've never had a chance to put my nose on that. But if Essenza smells like these two fragrances combined, then I'm going to have to agree with that sentiment. But again, it reminds me somewhat of Acqua di Gio Profondo, but it reminds me a lot of Dolce & Gabbana light blue O Intense. Now, is it a coincidence that these two fragrances both have a very frosted glass type bottle? I don't know. I'm not saying it's a direct clone, but I will say again that it reminds me a lot of those two fragrances. Yeah, even more so again, the light blue O Intense over the Profondo. So that's what it kind of reminds me of as far as the overall scent DNA. When the fragrance opens up, so it's very, you get this very nice lemony type of aquatic vibe in the opening of this fragrance. Again, very reminiscent to the aforementioned fragrances that I mentioned. Very aquatic. You get that kind of seaside aquatic nature in this fragrance. It opens up with a blast of a lemon verbena type note. So nice citrusy aquatic opening to this fragrance. As it starts to dry down, you get into the heart of it. You have a nice pepper spice that comes from like a pepper note in this as well, but it's very aromatic. There's a very aromatic lavender that they use in this fragrance as well. So you really start to pick that up when this fragrance starts to get into the mid. It gets spicy, a little bit spicy, and it gets very aromatic from the use of lavender in this fragrance. Now as it dries down, and this is where this fragrance gets a boost. So unlike some of the other fragrances that this kind of reminds me of, I get pretty good performance out of this for when you look at it for what it is. When you look at the composition and you look at the notes in this, I get really good performance out of this. I almost want to say surprisingly looking at the note breakdown, but that's because this has sandalwood and a nice ambery dry down. It has a nice ambery dry down. There's amberwood in this fragrance on the dry down with sandalwood. So again, of course, sandalwood is soft, kind of creamy, woody note, combines very well with the amber on the dry down of this fragrance. And it really, to me, the amber and the sandalwood give this fragrance some lasting power. For what it is, a kind of citrusy, aquatic fragrance, it does perform pretty good. Got about that 7.5 hour mark out of this. So when you think about summertime fragrances and you think about these type fragrances that are composed this way that you normally wear in the summertime, sometimes folks struggle to find a good fragrance that smells great but actually performs great as well. So to me, a citrus, primarily citrus aquatic type fragrance like this, if you can get that 7.5 hour, 8 hour even sometimes performance out of this, you're doing really well in that department. So overall, guys, I think this is a great release from Bentley. It's a great follow-up to this one. Really, if you had these two fragrances, you'd be set to go for the year, because you could rock this in the cooler months of the year, your winter, your fall time frame, and you could get away with rocking this in summer and spring. And really, with these two fragrances, you'd be set to go for the year. So right now it's new, so you're not really going to find it on discounted sites right now. It does retail for $100. I do know Macy's right now has like a $15 off that they're running promotion, so you can get it right now for 85 bucks. But guys, it's up to you. So, you know, is it worth that? I mean, you know how these fragrances that are done by these car companies, it'll probably be on discounted shelves in the next couple months. But if you didn't want to wait until then, it retails for $100. Again, Macy's is running a special right now. You can get $15 off. So I don't know, if you want to go ahead and jump on it now, that's about what you're going to be paying for it. Although, of course, if you have fragrances like this in your collection, then maybe you could wait and get it when it hits the bargain bins. But you know, overall, it is a quality fragrance from the house of Bentley. I have been impressed, especially with these two fragrances, of the quality of their fragrances. All right, guys, that's it. That's my time. I wanted to come on and give you my thoughts on the newest release from the house of Bentley, Bentley for Men, SILVERLAKE. I always appreciate your time and attention to these videos because, of course, I know you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're right here with me, and I sincerely appreciate that. Now, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share these videos out to folks that you think could use this information or find me entertaining, because I'm your guy, the bow tie fragrance guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell amazing. So until next time, guys, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.